Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a really interesting project called DAO1. Now, this one might just give us a little glimpse into the future of how we organize, well, pretty much everything. We're going to break down what it is, the huge ideas behind it, and most importantly, why you should care. Let's jump right in.
But first, let me ask you something. Just imagine for a second, what if an organization could run itself? I mean, completely on its own. No CEO, no manager, no single boss calling the shots. Decisions get made by the community, and the rules are just executed automatically. Sounds a little like science fiction, doesn't it? Well, that's the wild idea we're digging into today. Now, to really get what DAO1 is all about, we have to zoom out for a minute. We need to wrap our heads around the massive concept it's built on. And that concept is decentralization. And trust me, it's a total game changer in how we think about power and control.
Okay, so think about almost any company you know. It's usually a pyramid, right? You've got the boss at the top and orders flow downwards. That's centralized, and it works until it doesn't. If that single point at the top fails, the whole thing can just fall apart. But now look at the other side, the decentralized model. It's not a pyramid, it's more like a web, a network. Power is spread out across everyone involved. There's no single weak spot, which makes it way more resilient.
So this new way of doing things, it actually has a name. It's called a DAO. That stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Let's quickly break that down. Decentralized, we just covered that, no central boss. Autonomous means it runs by itself, following rules that are baked right into its code. An organization? Well, it's a group of people coming together for a common purpose. You can basically think of it as a club with a shared bank account that operates entirely on rules that can't be broken. Right, so you're probably wondering, how on earth can you trust an organization with nobody technically in charge? Well, the magic ingredient here is something called the blockchain. The easiest way to think of it is like a public record book, a digital one. Everyone can see what's written in it, but, and this is the crucial part, once something is recorded, it's practically impossible to change or erase it. This shared, unchangeable record is what creates all the trust you need for a DAO to work. And if the blockchain is the record book, then you can think of smart contracts as the self-writing pen. They're basically little programs that live on the blockchain and follow simple if-then commands. For instance, if the community votes to fund a new project, then the money is automatically sent. There's no need for a treasurer or a finance department to approve it. The code just does it. It's the engine that puts the autonomous in DAO. Okay, I think we've got the basics down. We've talked decentralization, DAOs, blockchain, and smart contracts. So with all that in mind, let's see how these ideas actually come together in a real project. It's time to zoom in and meet DAO1. So what exactly is DAO1? At its core, it's a platform built from the ground up on all those principles we just talked about. It's a fully decentralized ecosystem, and it runs on its own specialized blockchain called Apertum. You can almost think of it like a digital city, but one that isn't built by a single company. Instead, it's built and run by its citizens, and the laws are written directly into its code. So what does this digital city, DAO1, actually do? How does it all work? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the engine room. The whole platform is built around 4 key features that really make this whole decentralized dream a reality. And here they are. You've got community-driven activities, smart contract automation, transparent governance, and decentralized software and analytics. Now, that might sound a bit technical, but let's quickly unpack what each one of these actually means for you, the user. First up, and this is the big one, community-driven activities. This is the real heart of being decentralized. It literally means that the people who use the platform are the ones calling the shots. Any member can put forward a new idea, and then the entire community gets to vote on it. You're not just a customer here. You have a real say in where the whole thing is headed. Next up is smart contract automation. Remember those if-then rules we talked about? Well, this is where they do all the heavy lifting inside DAO1. Things like processing votes, managing funds, updating the rules, it's all handled automatically by the code. This is huge because it takes human error and bias out of the equation, which makes for a system that's not just super efficient, but also fundamentally fair. And that automation leads us perfectly to the next feature, transparent governance. Because everything is handled by smart contracts on the blockchain, there are no backroom deals, there are no secrets. Every single vote, every single dollar or crypto spent, every single rule change is permanently recorded in that public digital record book for anyone and everyone to see. That creates a level of trust you just can't get in a traditional organization.
And finally, we have decentralized software and analytics. This one's really cool. It means the actual tools on the platform, the software you use, the data you analyze, they aren't owned by some private company looking to make a profit. Nope. They are owned, operated, and improved by the community itself. It's kind of like being both a user of a service and a part owner at the very same time.
All right, so let's zoom out one last time and look at the big picture. We've gone through the tech, we've looked at the features, but why does any of this really matter? What's the big deal? Well, it's because projects like DAO1 are about so much more than just code. They represent a totally new way for people to work together all across the globe.
And I think this quote really nails the mission. The goal here isn't just to build another app or another platform. It's about building a system that truly empowers its users, getting them a real stake and a real voice in shaping the future of something they're all building together. So as we wrap things up, if you take away just 3 things from this, let it be these. First, decentralization is all about shifting power away from one person or group and spreading it across a network. Second, DAOs are how you make that happen, using cool tech like blockchain and smart contracts. And third, DAO1 is a living, breathing example of a platform that puts all of these powerful ideas into practice. And that really brings us to the end. But it also opens up a much, much bigger conversation. If organizations can start to run themselves, governed by their communities, what could that mean for the future of business, of finance, or even our own communities? It really makes you wonder, what does a decentralized future look like to you? Thanks so much for tuning in.